Hi guys, my name's Peter Smith, dealer principal of Roadstar Caravans in Melbourne, and I've got James with me. I'll just explain a little bit about how we first sort of met. James had come into our yard and was very specific in what he wanted built. Roadstar Caravans was highly recommended to him that they would be able to pull this off. So James then came in and we both sat down and discussed things. There were some things that he discussed with me that we hadn't done before, but we knew that we could do them as we've been market leaders in technology for many, many years. I believe that the team, Ken and the team in the Roadstar factory, were able to achieve the ultimate result. So James, explain to the people out there how you sort of first wanted to design and build an all-electric caravan.
Yes, so the most important thing to me was the power system in vans. You know, van technology hasn't really progressed in the last 30 years. The vans of today, you know, we're still 12 volts, we're still LPG. You know, a lot of people are aluminium frame construction, wood construction. I wanted something that was next level. One of the reasons why I came to Roadstar was for their composite construction, and that's really makes sense when you go all electric.
I'll just explain to people out there, don't get this confused with composite. This is full sandwich panel construction, which we'll show you a sample of it a little bit later in the video.
So the insulative qualities of the sandwich panel is key. You might notice that there's a split system installed on this van. Being able to have the van insulated means that split system doesn't need to run hard for very long to get the van to temperature, and it doesn't need to consume a lot of power to continue running. So insulation is very important, and so the sandwich panel construction was definitely key in the development of this van. The battery system is an off-the-shelf product. It basically is a 14 kilowatt hour battery system. It's equivalent to a Tesla Powerwall. It's mounted underneath the van, so the frame was basically built around.
So this chassis was actually built around the battery, I believe.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, and then the water tanks. So it can basically fit in the space of a water tank. And so I still have three water tanks. One is for grey water and 2 fresh. And then the battery is basically taking up the 4th slot. And the battery is mounted between the wheels. So for optimum, because they are quite heavy, they need to be down low.
Well, when you're designing a caravan, guys, you're actually designing where the weight should be, and all of our caravans are computer generated, so we know how much ball weight, whether there's enough ball weight or not enough ball weight. So that's the way we design them, and that's why we put the battery in the middle of the chassis, in the middle of the suspension, I should say.
And the battery is fully water resistant.
So we can go underwater?
Underwater, yep, no problem.
Fantastic.
It's rated to, I think, 1 metre underwater.
The other thing I wanted to ask you is your first impressions when you've seen the van finished. I just want to get your first impressions of the quality of the build as soon as you've seen it. What did you think?
Yeah, look, it's been a process that I've been involved in from the start to finish, and the finished product is just amazing. I mean, it's a great looking van. I mean, it's top notch.
Yeah.
The build quality is right up there. I don't think there's too many caravan manufacturers that can do much better, really. I mean, it is right up there in build quality.
And that's all attributed to Ken and his team. You know, the vans, not only aesthetically, first of all, not only are they full off-road, but to have aesthetics internally with the full off-road ruggedness is so important to us. You know, with the all the CNC cut furniture, to the all the ceiling of the Caravan using Sikaflex and all marine grade timber, and that's why we're able to achieve some incredible weights on the van. You were impressed?
Amazing.
Yeah.
We really hit the weight. And this is a 3.5 ton van. And so having it come in at 2.95 was just amazing.
Especially with the size of the inverter. So what size inverter is running it at the moment?
It's a 5 kilowatt inverter,
Yeah.
with 2.1 kilowatts of solar on the roof. So with a 14 kilowatt hour battery, 7 hours of sunshine, battery can go from complete empty to full.
That's just incredible. And I just want to ask you again, James, so if you were building a home, you were talking earlier about possibly building a home using the van to power everything.
Yeah.
Or to plug your house from that battery management system. You've designed that,
House. Yep.
like to plug into a house and run the house at the same time.
Yeah, so there's a couple of scenarios here. There's a 32 amp single phase outlet on this van. Not only that, there's also two 15 amp outlets, all for different purposes, but the 32 amp outlet can power a sub panel, and that sub panel could be at a construction site. So if I pull up and want to build a house or build a shed or something, then I can power it from this van. I can plug up to 5 kilowatts of solar up to it, so I can build a 5 kilowatt ground mount right beside where I am, plug that in and power the sub panel. I can run welders, chop saws, you name it, it'll all run. But also in a grid down scenario, you know, at a house, you can plug you can create a generator port and plug the van into your generator port and power the whole house.
Wow. So James is not your normal caravan owner. He's actually done so much of his own research, and that's why technically he is, you know, at the top of the tree as far as you can hear. You know, he's done a lot of research in the way he wants to use the van. And you were talking about building your own home and using that as a power source. Yep. So he's really thought things out, folks. So one thing we'd like to do now is actually show people the external side of the Caravan. Yep. And then what we'll do is we'll waltz inside the van and show people all the internal features and how beautiful the van is.
Great, sounds good. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, so at the front of the van we have a split system air conditioning. Obviously being all electric, there's no LPG. This is a completely LPG free van, which actually opens up a lot of doors in terms of dust protection. Because there's no LPG, there's no vents. There's only one vent on this van, and that's for the kitchen exhaust. But there's no other vents on this van, and so driving down a dirt road, I don't need dust suppression. This van is completely sealed, and split system air conditioning also helps sealing the dust out, because the dust cannot enter through the vent of the air conditioner. So because there is no vent, it's a split system. So that was very important. Obviously it goes with the construction of the van being sandwich panel. And moving down the van, here is the outdoor kitchen, which is something that I wanted for this van. So we have a induction cooktop, which can be plugged in right there. That just came on, and we've got a sink, and we've got some prep space. So that's perfect for outdoor cooking. But this induction cooktop could also be taken inside the van. We have two induction cooktops inside. This is a third, and we can use them all simultaneously. So no problems there. We have a table, pretty standard. And then we have the entertainment hatch here for outdoor viewing. I have Ethernet run to this point. I have Ethernet run throughout this van. There's no coaxial television antenna kind of connections in this van. Everything, because I'm using Starlink, as my internet connection. All of my TV will be done through streaming basically, so that's why I have Ethernet. So at the end of the van we have a little cubby hole here for storage, but also the Bose system, the subwoofer is located here. If I decide to bring the soundbar outside, then I can open up this hatch and I get a nice sound coming out of there. And that's pretty much it for this side of the van. Let's take a look around the other side. So we have another storage hatch on this side of the van. Inside this hatch we have two 15 amp outlets. What that allows me to do is I can run two of my buddies' vans. So if I've got friends parked up beside me, they're running low on power, they can plug in. It's just like shore power, and they can run their air conditioner just like I can. In addition to that, there's also a 32 amp outlet, which enables me to run sub panels such as a house or a sub panel at a construction zone. Okay, so moving down the van, we have water inlets, pretty standard. Above that we have a outdoor shower, again pretty standard. This is the toilet hatch. It is a cassette toilet. That's what I decided to go with for toilet wise. So this is the other side of the tunnel boot. Here I've got provisions for Starlink. I have the power brick and the router. I also have Ethernet coming to the tunnel boot, as well as power to power the Starlink dish. The Starlink dish can be placed on the ground with a clear view of the southern sky. 30 minutes ago we were getting speeds of above 200 megabit per second, and Starlink is available Australia-wide. So this is the power inlet for the van. This power inlet can be configured anywhere from a few amps all the way up to 15 amps. So you can plug in a generator or plug in shore power into this socket, and the power system can be adapted to whatever you decide to plug that into. And that's it for the outside of the van. Let's go inside. Okay, so inside the van, this layout is awesome. There's so much bench space, and it's such a practical kitchen. I think you could have even 3 or 4 people all cooking away and making really great meals in a space like this. Down this end of the van, obviously we have the split system, so that's running there. We have the skylights, which gives great lighting inside the van. Despite this being all electric and the entire roof filled with solar panels, the skylights really open up the van, and it just looks awesome, which I'm really, really happy with. The star of the show, however, is hidden away down here. This is where the inverter is located, and down there is the 5 kilowatt inverter. It's an off-the-shelf product provided by Ozex Corp, and that is really what makes this van possible. We designed this van around this power system, and we've got the air conditioner running, we've got the oven going, and with full sunlight, we're still putting power into the batteries. The battery has come up in just a very short time of it sitting out here in the sun. Over here we have the dishwasher, and convection microwave oven, and we've got the induction cooktop located there. And as you can see, we've got tons of bench space here. So we'll flip around now and I'll show you the other side of the van. So over here we have the Thetford fridge. I believe it's 180 something litre. Really huge, big fridge. It's a ventless fridge. It does not vent to the outside. It vents to the inside. That's the vent there. It's a compressor only fridge, and I hear only good things about these fridges. Over here we have the sink, and there's plenty of storage here for all sorts of stuff. And we've also got the sound system. It's a Bose sound system. We have the subwoofer, we have the rear speakers, and we also have the subwoofer. And it's really, really loud for a van this size, which is fantastic. through here we've got a pretty standard bathroom and shower, and we've also got a queen size bed, which is pretty standard. And in a minute we're going to have a talk with Ken.
Yeah, James, we're very proud and we appreciate the opportunity given to Roadstar to build your dream caravan, and it's amazing for the how it's actually turned out. We're very proud of what we've sort of produced, but we definitely appreciate you give us the opportunity in building a van. And as we can see, everything is top notch in here. You can't get any better than what you've got.
Yeah, I think your viewers will really understand that this is an industry leading van. There isn't a van in Australia or even the US that I think would come close to this van in terms of features, what it can do, the power system, and it's just its capability and its off-road ability. Yeah. It's world class. It absolutely is.
Yeah. I definitely will build one for myself like this. I love it. I love it. It's something that we've never, it's not seen in the caravan industry, and like you said, the world, and to be able to be out on the off-grid for over 8 months without even plugging power into your, into the van, and being able to actually give provide power to other caravans, and even for your house, or and like you said, you're going to be on a big property, and you're going to use this as a powering up a construction site, which is it's amazing, and we're very proud to build something like this, because everything we do, we've got all our pride in. And from ground up with the chassis design, we had to specifically build the chassis to house the battery systems in the middle of the chassis, so we can counterbalance the weights of the tow ball, to the design in all the cabinetry, because it's all unique design for your particular appliances.
And the weight of this van is just spot on. It's a 3.5 ton van. We came in at 2.95 on the tower. Perfect.
People, manufacturers of conventional caravans, off-road caravans, they're way over this weight.
3.1, 3.2.
Yeah, exactly. And we're full composite, full sandwich composite panel. We've full lightweight ply. Custom built furniture specifically for yourself. I love the skylight, the way you've done you've thought about the skylights, and you virtually can see looks like you're looking at the sky.
Yeah,
because
it really opens up this space.
Oh, it's just unbelievable.
And the lighting in here is
it's unbelievable. The amount of lighting and the comfort in here, and it's just it's beyond class, beyond class.
It's next level.
Yeah, so it took a long time for us to sort of build. It's not something that it actually bottlenecks the factory, because you have to. There's a lot of thought to it in the design and the electrical. And as you see, you don't even see one cable. No. Everything is all hidden.
No. And this is the prototype.
Yeah, exactly. This is a prototype. This is a prototype which is beyond the complete, beyond the finish of the quality of a prototype. This is A1. And I'm really proud to be able to deliver top quality, and I'm really proud that you're going to be enjoying and going around Australia with your Silverado, towing it. It just looks $1 million. $1 million.
And I'd like to thank Roadstar for letting me work with you guys.
No, we welcome you anytime, James. You're more than welcome anytime, and we're always here, so we're always here to support. But you definitely know what you want. And James is very, very cluey.
I had a vision, and
but you're coming from the Silicon Valley anyway, so you've
well, soon to be at no fixed address.
Yeah, exactly. So this man is one of a kind, and we're glad that we sort of met you, and that we did business, and you're a very happy customer, and now part of Roadstar family.
Thank you.